Alright everybody, you're going to have to excuse the shaky hand syndrome I got going on using a cell phone for a camera. So it's going to pick up the wind, you're going to hear my AC, I am at my house. So with this camp coming up in November, it's going to be a minimalist camp. I only want to take things that are going to be useful to me while I'm out there. So one of the first things I thought about was the backpack I got. What good is a backpack going to do me once I get there? It's fine for carrying everything, transporting everything there, but when I get there, then what? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a ladder rack, and the tarp that I'll be bringing for my shelter will be the pack. I'll just tie it down to that. So we're going to go ahead and, stupid mustache hair, stay down. We're going to go ahead and make the ladder pack real quick. Now let me show you what all I got. So I'm thinking with these three pieces I should have enough to do it. If not, I've got extra laying around on the side. This came out of a pile that I brought back from a camp, but I mean, that should be plenty to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut these down to size real quick, to the size that I want them, and we'll go from there. So there's the general layout of the frame, how I'm going to want to do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to notch out the corners so that these ones will sit down into the ones that are going to go against my back, and then I'll lash them all together. So I'm going to go ahead and notch them out. What I'm going to do is take my bow saw, cut into it like that, halfway down or whatever thickness of this, and then go ahead and take my knife and cut all the excess out, and then we'll lash them together. And let me go ahead and start on that. Okay, so I decided to use the GoPro because I can put that on a tripod. I don't want to give you guys shaky hand syndrome the whole time I'm doing it. Plus I can go hands-free and do some of this stuff. What I did was I laid it all out back there as you've seen before. And what I did is I just took a pencil or a pen and marked the areas that I'm going to cut out. Wee! I'm fat, old, and out of shape, let me tell you. So, had it all laid out. Got the saw marks in it, so I can take my knife now and pop out the, I don't know what you want to call it, where I'm going to lock them together. Pop out the locking points, we'll call it. And then tie it together. I'm going to go ahead and set up the trusty dusty GoPro. It's not actually a GoPro, it's generic, but it'll work. I'm going to go ahead and set that up and get to knocking these notches out. Say that 5 times real fast. And then we'll get to tying it together. So after starting it with the little buck knife, I got to thinking about it. There's a better way. Bigger is better. This knife is way too big for bushcrafting. Way too heavy. But for $10, it's held up. I've taken it, I mean, you can see all the marks in it. I've taken it and I've used this to split wood. And I've gotten crap for it, but what's the right tool for a job? The tool that works. At that point in time, this is the tool that works. And at this point in time, this is the tool that works. I could go in the house and get a chisel, but I wouldn't have a chisel with me out in the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my knife as a chisel. It's just loosely put together. What I'm going to do now is clean up everything with my folding knife, get it to fit real good, and then we'll come back and tie it. Alright, so got it laid out. Got my bank cord here. I'm going to do is just make a loop back on itself like that. And then wrap it around itself, the tail end. 3, 4, 5 times, whatever it is you want to do. Pull it tight. And then what I'm going to do is lash it with an X. I'll go around 3, 4 times, pulling it tight each time. There's one. Keeping it tight. 2. Woo, rope burn. There's 3. I'm going to go around and start another X going on this way. Going this way. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Let's do 4 on this one just because. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around this a few times. And I'm going to make an X. See how I got X there? You guys all know this. This is nothing new to most of you people that are going to be watching my channel. What I end up doing is I leave that X a little bit loose just so it's easier for me to pass this string behind it, bank line behind it. I'll go through that one. Picked the wrong day to trim my nails, I guess. Then I'll go behind that other one. Oh my, get behind there. And the reason why I go around it so many times extra is because I've noticed that when I go to tighten this up, I'm going to dress it up a little bit, that when I go to dress it up this way, I end up coming back around a second time. So, then what I'm going to do is just take this, cut the excess off, and if the wind will allow me to do it, all I'm going to do is burn the end, stick it to it, because it's got that tar-like coating on it. The wind's not going to allow me to do this right here. And just stick it to itself. Let me get that last piece done in. Alright, here we go. That's what we got. Now what I need to do is hook up a strap for it. I needed to decide which one I want to top, which one I want to bottom. I want this one top because of this bow. I don't want that going across my back. This is actually going to be sitting in the small of my back right above my buttocks, giving a little more support. So what I'm going to do is, got myself about 10 feet of paracord. It's all one piece. This is the center. What I'm going to do is pass the center under under the bottom of the top one, with the strings coming back through that loop. Pull it all the way through. That way it's supporting it more this way. If I have it coming around the other way, I just don't think it'll support it enough. And then after that, all you gotta do, turn it around, separate your two strings, because those are your shoulder straps. Hoist it up to where you think it's going to be. Important thing about this is getting it around this one and this one, so that when you go to make an adjustment, if you just do it around this one, when you make an adjustment, it's just going to slide off. So do that side, come back over here, get that side, and then all you gotta do is just lift it up to where you feel that bottom post get right in the crook of your back. Tie your strings together. There you go. Good backpack ready to go. Alright. So there's the backpack. The reason why I did that, like I said, is I'm doing in November a 3-day minimalist survival type camp. Whatever I can carry in this pack is what I'm taking. I didn't want to carry a backpack because once I get to a campsite, that backpack is now useless to me. With this, I can use this, hold everything up in my tarp that I'm going to use for a shelter, strap the tarp to my backpack, good to go. Alright, the next video I'm going to do, I believe it's going to be a fishing kit. Yeah, I made myself a little hobo reel, and you guys will have to see how that came out in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell, do all that good stuff you guys do. Continue to appreciate all your guys' support. I continue to support all you guys. Like I said, I try to follow people with a little less than 1,000. I try to follow people under 1,000 followers. If I really like you, I'm not going to cut you off just because you hit 1,000. But I just like staying in a smaller circle. So anyways, until next time, stay wild.